Okay, so now let's come towards the price elasticity of supply. So now let's come towards the price elasticity of supply. So like the price elasticity of demand, price elasticity of the supply will measure that with respect to the change in price, how much the quantity supplied will change. So earlier we studied in the law of supply that when you increase the price, the quantity supplied will increase, and when you decrease the price, the quantity supplied will decrease. But if you increase the price, and so by how much quantity will the quantity supplied will increase, that's the quantity of supply is concerned about. So again, if you want to calculate the price elasticity of supply, its formula is that percentage change in quantity supplied divided by the percentage change in price. So here we can see that the percentage change in price quantity supplied is 5% and percentage change in price is 10%. So we divided our quantity demanded with the change in price. So 5 divided by 10 is equals to 0.5. So now since the zero answer is 0.5, which is less than 1, so this product has an inelastic supply. Now, if the answer would have been greater than 1, which means that the numerator is greater than the denominator, so this will mean that the price elasticity of supply is elastic because it is greater than 1. And on the other hand, if the supply is equals to 1, that would mean that there is a unitary elasticity of supply. This is also mentioned over here. We can also have a perfectly inelastic supply and perfectly elastic supply curve, and we can also have unitary price elasticity of supply. So where the supply is perfectly inelastic, so we can have a diagram which is parallel to your vertical curve. And on the other end, if the supply was perfectly elastic, then you would have a curve which is actually uh, parallel to your horizontal axis. Now, determinants of price elasticity of supply, PES. So degree of spare productive capacity. So the higher a firm have a productive capacity, like if there is an increased demand, they can quickly quickly produce more goods because they have enough capacity. So hence the price elasticity of supply will be greater than 1, which is that the supply will be elastic. Now the level of stocks, the higher the level of stock a firm will have, the more its elasticity of supply will be. And the third reason is that the higher the number of producers are in the industry, which will mean that there will be more the overall collective capacity for the industry will increase for that purpose, because you have more number of producers in the industry. So this will also increase your price elasticity of supply. Now the time period, the higher the time it will take for the producer to produce that good, the lesser the product will become elastic, the lesser the elastic of the product, which means that the product will become more inelastic the higher the time the suppliers requires to produce that good. Now the ease and cost of factor substitution. Now this is a very interesting point. If the product which the supplier is producing is using resources which are occupationally mobile, which means that the labor and the capital can shift towards making the. So for that product, if the production can increase sufficiently or it can increase easily, because the factors of production or the resources can easily be switched, because the factors of production can be easily substituted to produce that particular good. So this means that the elasticity of supply for that particular good will increase, because the resources which are the firm is using to produce that good are occupationally mobile. So that is the end of the chapter. So now you can solve these MCQs and let me know the answer in the comment section.